Hello, Miami. This is 305 Sports Now, your home podcast and channel for all things Miami sports related. I am Will, and all I have to say is the Miami Hurricanes are all elite. All right, both the ladies and the gentlemen have gone and entered the Elite Eight. Both teams will be playing on Sunday. What a great day to be a Miami Hurricane. What a great day to be a Hurricane alumni, such as myself. Okay, and it's just a great time for Miami Canes basketball. Okay, as I mentioned in the previous podcast basketball is ascending. All right, as a top sport at the university, and both the ladies and the gentlemen have pretty much proven that by just competing and being the top teams in their respective conferences, as well as as well as their university as well. It is just unbelievable. So excited, to have both teams, both the ladies and the gentlemen getting into the Elite Eight. But let's start first with the ladies. I'm going over both today. The ladies played a very tough game against Villanova. It was a very competitive. Okay, at one point the Lady Canes were dominating Villanova by having a 21-point advantage, but Villanova being a tough team, fought back, even taking the lead late into the game. But the Lady Canes were able to pull it out with stellar defense and timely shooting and hitting free throws as well. All right, so that's something that of course Coach Katie Meyer has prepared her squad for, and they were able to be successful in doing so. So it was just astounding to see that. Just going over a few numbers for you guys. Jasmine Roberts, out in the words of Santana Moss, right? A former Miami Hurricane great. Big time players make big time plays, and Jasmine Roberts was just unbelievable. 26 points and 9 rebounds in the game. All right, as well Destiny Harden, 15 points, 9 rebounds, and Haley Cavendier with 7 points, 4 rebounds, and 3 assists of her own. Okay, so just an all-around exciting victory. Hats off to Katie Meyer. She's worked so hard, all right, as the head coach of the female basketball team to build a program, and the fruits of her labor have finally paid off as the girls are pretty much Elite Eight bound. It will be exciting if both the girls and the guys could be, in the Final Four and go for the national championship together. That would be astonishing. It would be great for the program, be great for recruiting as well, be great for national attention, as Miami's never been really known as a basketball school. It's been known more as a football and even baseball school as well, as the baseball team has racked up 4 national championships of their own. But it's nice to see basketball stepping up and putting a competitive product, for both the ladies and the guys, as well. So the Lady Canes will play LSU on Sunday, okay? And winner goes to the Final Four. Let's do this, okay? So again, hats off to Katie Meyer. Congratulations. Very well-deserved victory. Very well-deserved for all her hard work, all right, as far as recruiting goes, preparation, schematics as well, and having a group of girls that work well and gel together, especially in knowing where they have to be on the floor at all times, especially the offensive side of the ball as well, okay? And now the gentlemen, right? The gentlemen, just what can I say? They beat the pants off of Houston, okay? Houston was the #1 seed, right, in their bracket, the #1 seed in that bracket. The Miami Hurricanes whooped up on them by a score of 89-75. Miami is the first team this season to put up 80 points and up against Houston, right? And they embarrassed Houston pretty much, especially in the second half, right? In the second half, first half was pretty competitive, not going to lie. But in the second half, after a timeout by Larinaga, when Houston was catching up, I don't know what he said, all right? Pretty much said, I do know what he said, because he said it at the end of the game. He talked about basically keeping up tempo, momentum, etc. They just started to bombard. It was an avalanche of 3-pointers, all right, against Houston, led by Nigel Pack, all right. Nigel Pack was absolutely sensational with 26 points. The transfer out of Kansas State, 26 points, 7 of 10 from 3-point lands, all right. He was just bombing it, and it didn't seem that he was going to miss at any time. I'm talking about deep threes, okay? Deep threes that will make Steph Curry jealous, right? It was just an unbelievable showing, and he just has such a command of the floor, all right? Such a command of the floor, such a command of his team, right? He knew exactly where his teammates were at all times. Even when he was under duress, his precision passing to guys like Isaiah Wong, right? To guys like Andrew Miller, to guys like, Orshad Omier, it was just unbelievable. Isaiah Wong, 20 points as well. Another stellar performance, okay, by Isaiah Wong. And Norchad Omier, or no Chad, all right, Omier, 13 rebounds. The team in of itself had 35 rebounds in that game. Omier had 13 of them. He almost had half the rebounds of the team. Unbelievable showing. But that's what you have those kind of guys for. Those are the guys that do the dirty work, okay? And Omier was just everywhere in the paint. He was basically bullying and just bossing up, pretty much any member of the Houston Cougar basketball team. He was just basically the most dominant player in the paint for that game. It was incredible. And of course, on the outside, it was just Pack, right? Pack was just also dominant as well. Also in terms of leading his offense, to be exact. This is a very good team, and this is a team that is pretty dangerous because they could beat you, inside, and they could beat you, outside. And if you try to overpressure them, everyone on that team can handle the ball, all right? And that on the starting lineup, everyone has ball handling skills, including Norchad. Okay, it was supposed to be the team center. So one of the things I saw Houston do, they tried doing a full court press, and it ended up, basically working against them as they were able to find the open man and get the easy bucket. Basically, dared Houston to go full court on the press on defense. I dare you go full court. And guess what? Every single time in the second half, they went full court. They either got picked up a foul, right? They got a foul picked up on them, right? So it put the Canes on the free throw line, or they just scored. Okay, so it was just essential that the Miami Hurricanes basketball team just win this game. I mean, I can't wait till Sunday's game, right? They play Texas, the 2 seed. They play Texas, all right, and winner goes to the Final Four. And I think this team's got it. If they play offensively the way they played tonight against Texas, Texas has no shot. All right, no shot, because defensively, Miami knows their assignments and they know what they have to do. And they don't have to do down low on the offensive side of the ball. Make sure they man up against anybody's team. But if they're hitting their shots, this team is going to the Final Four. Right, this team is going to the Final Four, and maybe playing for the national championship. I think this team is good enough. They had a hiccup against Duke in the ACC tournament. I get it. All right, they struggled against Drake, but they've taken the call, knocking off Indiana and now knocking off Houston. Two good, solid basketball teams. All right, especially Houston. Houston is a very good defensive team. All right, and the Canes scored 89 points against them. This is the first time since the Final Four, I believe, was incepted in the 70s, in the late 70s, that the 1 seed does not go to, in a long time, does not go to, the Elite Eight, at least the Elite Eight. Okay. There'll be no representative of a 1st seed in the Elite Eight this time around. Okay. So kudos to the Canes. Larranaga, again, or Larranaga, right? Again, great coaching, right? Great preparation for his team. Great motivator as well. Solid recruiter. He recruits guys that fit his system, and he gets the best out of them as well. His players love him. He's an old school coach in a sense that he expects a lot in terms of discipline from his players, but his players love him, okay? Especially the way him and Nigel Pack embraced after the game, right? Even Larranaga even gave the guy a kiss. All right, so I mean, I'm really excited for both the Lady Canes and for both the men's basketball team. I just think that if both teams play, especially the guys, if they both play the way they played against their opponents, tonight, they will dominate the rest of the tournament, okay? Well, guys, that's it for me. Once again, congratulations to the both Miami Hurricanes, both Katie Meyer, both Jimmy Larranaga. All right, have a wonderful night. Stay safe. God bless. See you soon. And don't forget, if you like what you heard, please do not forget to like, share, and subscribe. For the 305 Sports Now, I am Will. Stay safe. God bless.